be talking about a topic that I've been really interested in and been wanting to talk about for a very long time now. And it is the Bop House. Yep, we're finally doing a video on the Bop House. If you're a pure soul and you don't know what a bop is, Merriam-Webster's dictionary defines bop as a bop is a person who has had many sexual partners or who presents themselves online in a way that is thought as immodest. So the Bop House is pretty much the hype house, but every single person in the Bop House are all OF models, hence the word bop. Bop House. Get it? From my research, here are the members of the Bop House currently. We have Sophie Rain, who I believe is the creator or like the founder of the Bop House. We have Camila, Julia, Aisha, Alina or Elena, Joy, Summer, and Ava. When I first saw the Bop House, I didn't really think too much of it. The TikToks that I saw from them initially were pretty down the line TikToks. They do like this dance a lot, the stewardess emergency door evacuation type dance. They do cooking challenges. They do like lip syncing to trending audios. You know, the down the line TikToks. The type of that you would see the popular girls at your high school do in the school bathroom before algebra. You know, the type of that you see on your For You page right after the ASMR and the Korean convenience store mukbangs. The type of that you see your creepy uncle and your little brother going through puberty scrolling through on Thanksgiving Day. It's pretty down the line TikToks if you ask me. And you might be asking, okay, Missy, so then why are you making this type of video, you know? And honestly, at first, when I saw people talking about the Bop House and stuff, I didn't really think too much of it. I didn't think I was really gonna be doing a video on this. And you guys know that I am in full support of people that consent to do work. If a full-grown consenting adult wants to work in a certain industry, I could not give less of a f. I really do not care. I make gooner jokes on the internet. I don't really have a place to talk. The issue I have with the Bop House after more research is that on numerous occasions, on a lot of podcasts and other videos, a lot of their content is not just, oh my god, I'm just a girl, I'm just doing a dance trend in the house. It's purposefully curated content that's geared to be spoon-fed to young girls to glamorize the OF industry, the seg industry in general, and to kind of just throw these young girls to the wolves of an industry that they don't really know anything about, kind of making the industry look like if you go down this path, nothing bad will happen to you, therefore you should trust me and go down this path. And that is the part that really aggravates me. So when I started to dig a little deeper into the Bop House, one of the first signs that they were specifically targeting young girls and young people in general was the type of content that they do, which is heavily infantilizing themselves, for lack of better words. They do stuff like dancing in superhero costumes. They do videos of them like jumping on the couch with a onesie on. I just feel like a creep watching this, you know? I feel like this is a trap for the next Chris Hansen To Catch a Predator show. When I watch this, I feel like a boomer that's like spying on the Romanian gymnastics team, you know? I have the sudden urge to go yell at my bitch wife Kathy and to play Candy Crush on full blast at the doctor's office. I have to give it to Gen Z, dude. They find the weirdest ways to make things into a thirst trap. Remember when people were doing this dance and that was like a thirst trap? Like, you guys are dead ass telling me that you guys would rather watch two girls jump on the couch in a onesie over an old-fashioned thirst trap of a girl jiggling her titties in your face in a Princess Kita outfit. Like, I don't understand it. They also do like these Q&A videos where they ask each other like pre-written questions so the audience can get to know them better.
Okay, girls, who am I? Ready? Guys, I drive a Scat Pack and I love BBC.
Julia! Guys, who am I? I look like I pack more meat than the guys in the bros house combined.
Aisha!
Guys who I am.
Can I twerk in your video? Can I twerk in your video?
Wait, guys, I can twerk in your video.
I love starting beef with girls online because I secretly love the attention from girls.
Women are hot, like it is what it is. Me.
Camilla!
Here.
God, guess who I am? Oh my god, look at my cannons, they move so much. Oh my god, they're just so big and always in the way. Oh my god.
Oh my god, guys, the acting in that was just middle school nativity play level, okay? The Weeknd in that Tubi movie type Honestly, watching this video was so funny to me because I feel like this was like their attempt to attribute the characteristics of everyone in the house, as if this is like a K-pop type situation. Are they gonna start giving them like specific outfits and a specific color strand in their hair so that the audience can differentiate which one is the sexy vampire that likes BBC versus the klutzy funny one who squirts? Like, I feel like that'd be so I feel like the Bop House has really mastered the style of content where like what kids think edgy adults do. You know what I mean? It was like when I was like 12 years old watching American Pie and Harold and Kumar and stuff, and I'm like, oh my god, I am really cool because these movies were definitely made for edgy 30-year-olds, but 12-year-old me finds it really funny. Like, I must be really smart. If there's one thing I feel like every woman should have, it's a good, loyal toy that you know you can depend on. And that's thanks to our sponsor of the day, which is Womanizer. Womanizer is the inventor of the pleasure air technology that uses airwaves to simulate the cookies. A lot of you guys have seen that I've been working with Womanizer for quite a bit at this point, and it's because I genuinely feel like their products are top tier, great quality stuff, and I feel like every woman should be able to experience them themselves. And I guess my prayers have been answered because Womanizer is doing a giveaway where every single person wins something. There's literally no losers. When you click the link in the description box below, you guys will either get a discount voucher or a free toy like this Womanizer Next right here. Now look, there's a lot of different types of toys to pick from, but my personal favorite are the suction toys like this Womanizer Next right here. Just like all the other suction toys, this has that pleasure air technology stuff. And what's cool about it is that it's also a smart toy. It has features like the smart silence feature that only starts vibrating when it comes into contact with your skin, so it's extra discreet, extra quiet. It also has an autopilot feature that can vary the intensity for you. All Womanizer toys, including the Next, has a 5-year warranty, and the Womanizer Next is 100% waterproof, so you can use this in whatever setting you want. I also want to remind you guys that Womanizer has toys at different price points and different types. So even though I prefer the suction toys, there are rabbit toys, there's the vibros, etc., and they're all at different price points, so everyone can find something that fits their budget. So go ahead and click that link in the description box below to get your free prize. Again, there are no losers. Everybody will get at least a discount voucher or a free toy. Thank you so much, Womanizer, for sponsoring today's video, and let's get back to the content. Now here's the thing, infantilizing yourself for views is just a typical content strategy that a lot of TikTokers use, and for the most part, it's pretty harmless. But the thing that really raised my eyebrows was this whole infantilization, targeting a younger woman audience, in addition to them then glamorizing the OFSW industry. One of the main ways that they really glamorize the OF industry is just flexing. Flexing about how much money they make, all the things they get from doing this job, and showing none of the downsides or making it appear like there's no downsides to doing this type of work. Here's a video of them flexing all of their expensive cars and their mansion. Here are videos of them repeatedly talking about the millions and millions that they make from doing this.
Aisha, how much have you made since joining the Bop House on you know what?
Bop House? I've made like 8 million in maybe like 10 cents.
Summer, how much have you made since joining the Bop House?
2.3 million?
I make 1 million per month, so we'll do the math.
Only like 1.5 mil.
I just made 100K last month.
Yes! How much did you make last month?
$600.
$600? Okay.
And in conjunction with flexing about how much money they make, they show like these what I do in a day, what it's like to be someone in the Bop House, and it's always them like doing 6-second dances, putting on a cute outfit, and jumping on the bed for a little bit. They're pretty much implying that there's very little amount of work to do and a lot of money to be paid. Like all you need to do is just join the Bop House and be pretty and bounce around for 6 seconds, and you get to make millions and millions and millions of dollars. Now here's the thing, when I watch this, the prefrontal cortex that's fully developed in my brain it's alarms. It's an uncanny feeling. It's a Kalel no moment. The red flags I get in my head when I watch these videos is the same type of red flags I get in my head when that one bitch from high school tries to recruit me into their pyramid scheme. It's like talking to a really sleazy real estate agent who wants to sell you that haunted Victorian mansion. It's like going on a date with the dude that claims he makes 7 figures from his drop shipping empire, okay? Like, the red flags are going on. Now look, I'm not saying these girls are lying. I'm pretty sure they do make millions and millions of dollars a month, okay? I'm not even saying that that part is false. The issue I have, the thing that's giving me that Kalel no, that red flags, alarm bells in my head, is the fact that they're leaving out the reality of actually doing this career. The average OF content creator makes between $150 and $180 per month. Per month. That is less than $2,000 a year, bitch. And that's the average. That means there's like way more people that are making below that. You could literally make that much in like a couple days, if not a full day, working at McDonald's. You could make that selling fake Labubus and look maxing serums on TikTok Shop, okay? If you truly want to be a boss babe. You probably have better odds of making more money joining an actual pyramid scheme than doing this. And I'm being dead serious. Now, this is a pet peeve of mine because it's not just the OF, it's content creation in general. First of all, your income varies very wildly, and it's very top heavy. One of my biggest pet peeves is when content creators and influencers try to make people believe that like this type of field is like a financial freedom option, or you can make a gajillion dollars super easily, like this is like a get out of jail free card. Bitch, I am telling you, it's not. It's really not. If you are desperate for money and you want to make as much money as you can when you're young,
I would not do content creation.
I simply do not do this field unless this is genuinely your passion, because the amount of money you're going to make is shockingly low, okay? Trust me. Also, I just want to address the elephant in the room that they seem to conveniently leave out, which is that your job is to appeal to the gooners of Goonersville. If you guys think that they're bad on Reddit when you don't owe them jack, can you imagine what they're like when you rely on them and their satisfaction for your paycheck? Hello? Like, what they really should be saying is, if you really want to go down this route on this job career, okay, try playing League of Legends in like the bronze lobby with your mic on so everyone knows that you're a woman, okay? Do that every single day for months and months and months and make only $150 a month doing it. Would you still want to do it? Okay, so far we've had the infantilizing style of content. And then we had flexing about how much money they make, glamorizing what it's like to go down this career path, okay? And I felt like that was all like circumstantial evidence, right? But then, bitch, I found the smoking gun. And it's them holding out like tryouts to young girls to like try to be part of the Bop House. Like, they were doing like this online audition type thing to try to get young girls recruited to be part of the Bop House. Yeah, here are multiple videos of them like trying to recruit young girls to be part of the Bop House. And again, I know it's targeted towards young girls because it's that infantilizing type style of content that only someone with a not fully developed prefrontal cortex would even like bother with, you know? Still looking for 2 more Bop House members, and it's them in a onesie doing this stupid ass dance again. Should we add new Bop House members for the new year? Followed up with like the most uncoordinated 5th grade talent show type dance that you could possibly do. Here's them again with another one of the dance, and the caption says, still looking for 2 more. Here's them adding a girl named Alina, I believe, to the Bop House, and then the caption says, who should we add next? I'm sorry, there is just something so dystopian about a bunch of like women recruiting young girls to be part of the Bop House while doing like a dance like this. Like, could you imagine if like literally any other industry did this as a way to recruit people? Anyways, as you guys could probably guess, a lot of girls, and I mean a lot of underage girls, were auditioning to be part of the Bop House, and all you really needed to do was a dance and tagging the Bop House, and so many young girls were doing this. Guys, this is the type of out of a Law & Order SVU episode. Okay, like I don't even have commentary. And if you can believe it, that is not even the worst part. So through all this auditioning process and stuff, the fans and the Bop House themselves were heavily hinting that the newest Bop House member was going to be this influencer named Piper Raquel, who is, you ready for it?
17 years old.
Let that sink in. 17. Now the Bop House hasn't like officially put out a statement that Piper would be the newest member to the Bop House because again, she is 17. Okay. However, they've been collabing with her. They've been like leaving Easter eggs about having her be the newest member. They're teasing her entrance to the Bop House like this is some Disney Channel crossover episode between Hannah Montana, Sweet Life, and Wizards of Waverly Place. Like it's just so uncanny. Now to all the people that are gonna be out there being like, oh, maybe they're just friends. Maybe they just like to hang out with each other. Bitch, they're 23 and she's 17. What do you even do as a 23-year-old hanging out with a 17-year-old? Like, what do you guys even talk about? Are you guys going to the smoothie cafe together to talk about SAT prep? Are they all gonna be there watching her play Lumiere in the school Beauty and the Beast play? Like, now another one of these like recruitment promo things that they were hinting at was Bop University. Now, if you guys don't know, Kai Cenat did like this whole like bit where he was like gonna have a streamer university where he was going to like invite a few of his fans to come over and they would teach them to be streamers and whatnot. People were literally like dropping out of college and quitting their jobs for the chance to be part of streamer university. And then I guess the girls in the Bop House decided that they also wanted to tease at a Bop University after seeing the craze that streamer university had on people.
As you guys know, the infamous 5'2" streamer by the name of Kai Cenat is not allowing bops into the university. So me and the team have made an executive decision to start Bop University.
Our goal here with Bop University, as opposed to Streamer University, is to not discriminate against bops. We want to create an inclusive environment and community for everyone to feel comfortable and safe. So, more information coming soon.
Now, it's unclear if they're being serious or not. They're probably more likely kidding. But even if they were kidding, to me, it's kind of manipulative and mean to like tease at a Bop University after seeing the craze that people went through for Streamer University. Like, I feel like that they did it on purpose. But like, let's be so for real. Can you guys even imagine what type of they would be teaching at Bop University? Like, are they gonna teach people how to correctly bounce in a onesie to get maximum boob jiggle? How to bait and switch the perfect gooner to be part of your roster using the ABC method? You know, the always be chatting in the Discord method? A masterclass on how to make these cringy TikTok dances into a thirst trap? Okay, now that we've seen the infantilizing style of content, the glamorizing and flexing about what it's like to be an OF model, and holding auditions and teasing young girls to be part of the Bop House, I kind of wanted to put the cherry on top and kind of show you guys like the type of exploitation that they're doing with the girls in the Bop House. A really good example of this exploitation is like this collab that they recently did with our great and amazing friend, Bonnie Blue. You guys remember Bonnie Blue?
So those fresh 18-year-olds, those barely legal teens, I want to feel end the day with me whilst I get railed. I used the M-word so much this weekend and it's never turned me on more.
Yep, that's her. Now what happened is they had one of their younger members, I believe it was Julia, go on a podcast with Bonnie Blue and acted like she was a virgin, like she doesn't know who Bonnie Blue was, like that she was really innocent, and really hamming up that infantilizing type content that they always do. And then they proceeded to film this video where Bonnie Blue surprises Julia with a big group corn session that they were going to partake in. Every time I see Bonnie Blue, I feel sticky and I feel disgusted. Bonnie Blue is like the product of a Florida man and the alligator that he every Tuesday. I know she's British, but she genuinely looks like she was spawned out of a Waffle House and a condemned Dave & Buster's. You know, like, I can't describe how icky I feel every time I see her face. I genuinely cannot get rid of her. But in all seriousness though, I just want to show like how this all kind of comes full circle, right? With the whole infantilizing themselves content, you know? It's not just a cute little TikTok trend that I film with my friends and we all happen to be OF models. This is a strategic choice to portray themselves as these naive, young, dumb girls that don't know anything, to play into the male fantasy so they can make a big buck. And then they're trying to like pull in young, susceptible girls into this world to do it with them. That's the part that makes me mad. Now I know a lot of you guys at this point are gonna be like, Missy, what about the men? What about the men? The men are the reason why this is, look bitch, I'm getting there. Now we all know that the reason why the OF ecosystem is the way that it is today is because of gooners from Goonersville, okay? We all know that, and the men are worse than the women who do this. I feel like we all know that, okay? But in addition to being the people that consumes this type of content, I wanted to talk about the men that are part of making the OF ecosystem go round. And it's more men than you would think. When I was doing research for this video, I came across this video of Jacob Sartorius talking about how every single male comedian or like male influencer that he knows makes their money from essentially partnering up, pimping, if you will, these OF models.
People like Jack are like dating people and managing their own and like to me that feels like a weird thing, and I know a lot of people like this in LA, and I would say that's closer to like, they're basically like digital pimps.
What I'll say is it takes a special type of person to be able to do that.
Like, I don't think people know this, and I'm not gonna say names, but there's a lot of famous influencers that you guys all know that are managing only girls. Like, they're literally making their money not from influencing, not from this stuff. They're making it off being like an internet pimp.
Now, when I saw this video, I kind of felt torn. I felt like I was surprised, but then I wasn't surprised, because let's be real, you guys. Like, having a bunch of OF models in your videos and like collabing and profiting off of them is like the natural progression for like 90% of male influencers these days. It's like that stage in a male influencer's career, like right after he decides to do some edgy podcast with his friends, but right before he decides to be a born-again Christian. You know, it happens to the best of us sometimes. Anyways, after I saw that video from Jacob Sartorius, I decided to do research into Jack Doherty himself, obviously, and kind of just like the whole male influencer pimping economy, if you will. Jack Doherty himself admits to being an OF manager, which is honestly really disturbing, because if you look at his videos at all of these videos is definitely geared towards younger boys. It's giving Mr. Beast, it's giving Logan Paul, okay? It's giving like the way that the show NCIS would portray a 12-year-old. You know what I mean? As I did more research into the OF manager system here, this is pretty much how this works. The OF manager, AKA the male influencers in these cases, will help these women like manage their OF. So they're like helping them with their DMs, they're helping them with money, with curating content and stuff like that, helping them on the marketing side. A lot of times these male influencers will get the benefit of having an OF model in their videos, and then the OF model gets to have exposure with these male influencers, and it's kind of like this little partnership here. And then in turn, the male influencer will get a share of the OF girls' money. If you guys are not aware, that's like what Andrew Tate was doing. Andrew Tate would like date these women and then manipulate them to do spicy work, and then he would profit and take the money from them. And sadly, this is kind of like the blueprint for all the Sigma male, alpha male podcasters these days. They all kind of do the same thing. They all say that they're digital nomads. They built a digital marketing empire or whatever, but the whole entire time, like, they're always like arguing with 19-year-old OF models on a podcast while wearing a Rumpelstiltskin looking ass suit. For example, here's a guy where his whole account is like flexing his wealth, his cars, the typical alpha male, don't get a degree, you gotta grind to be a Sigma male type bullshit, claiming he's rich from having an online business. And what online business is that? Oh, being an OF manager. Yup, let me show you another one, okay? This guy's account is full of, you know, the typical second grade alpha male quotes, flexing about going to expensive dinners with mistresses. He also claims he's like an online businessman, which is, I guess, the reason why he has multiple videos of him discerningly looking at his laptop in various places. You know, the things that all businessmen do. And what online business is he a master of? Oh yeah, OF management. Guys, I'm laughing at the fact that he wants us to look at this video and be like, oh my God, he's probably like studying stocks and bonds and finance. But really, he's just like crafting a sexy response to reply to the gooner that sent him a curved pic. Guys, he's conducting business by the pool. What's the business? Him copy pasting, whoa, that's crazy, to the 100th gooner telling him about his day. And here's another example, okay? This guy literally offers a marketing course, okay? He's always flexing his chains, Gucci bags, and he says it's all from being an expert in online marketing, okay? Can you guess what kind of marketing he does? Bus driver, move that bus. It's OF management. Are you guys surprised? Guys, there's just something so poetic about these alpha males posting about the Grindset Jones, how they're just building an online empire, how they're a Sigma male that are bitches getting money, okay? Don't have a beta mindset, don't fall from women. But the way that they're making money is like responding to gooners and posting HD booty pics on the internet for these girls that they're managing. There's just something so funny about that. Like, can you imagine how many gooner sob stories these guys have to listen to be able to afford the Gucci bags they're flexing? It's not even worth it at that point, okay? I know a lot of you guys are not gonna be surprised by any of this, but it just goes to show like why I always tell people to never trust any of these like finance gurus on TikTok, you know? These men claim that they're such a Sigma male from making their money from finance or marketing, stocks, drop shipping, yada, yada, yada. But really, they're making their money from the 19-year-old OF model that hired them to reply to unsolicited pics on OF, okay? Take that the way that you want to take it. Thank you guys for watching today's video, and thank you to Womanizer for sponsoring today's video. If you guys are interested, go ahead and click that link in the description box below to get your free prize, either a discount voucher or a free toy from Womanizer. Again, there are only winners, so go ahead and claim your free prize right now. Please like, share, and subscribe. Let me know your feelings in the comment section below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!